So hey and hello, hey yo and all that. um, I'm still trying to figure out what subject I'm gonna be talking about for this video. It's like there's a subject I've got on my mind, but yet I'm not ready to talk about those things. And I'm hearing yes from spirit. It's yes. So okay, we'll go with it. So yeah, what I'm gonna talk about today is courtship and dating, and kind of looking at the differences between those and what what my personal opinions and beliefs are about them. So let's get started with define courtship. Courtship is a period during which a couple develop a romantic relationship, especially with a view to marriage. Okay. So this is like, okay. Define dating. A social or romantic appointment or engagement is the date. So if you're dating, you're making social or romantic appointments or engagements. Define dating relationship. Let's try that one. Because I just want to give everybody a good basis. Oh, come on. No, that's not the button. Refresh it, boo. Dating is a stage of romantic relationships whereby two people meet socially with the aim of each assessing the other's suitability as a prospective partner in a future intimate relationship. It represents a form of courtship consisting of social activities carried out by the couple either alone or with others. So dating is actually a form of courtship. So let's see what a courting relationship is. Courtship, okay, that's... Okay, here's a little thing. They have courting is a relationship between a man... Okay, this is a comparison chart that popped up in the images. So let's... Courting is a relationship between a man and a woman wherein they get to know each other and develop the relationship before getting married. Dating is a modern day relationship trend, a stage where the couples meet socially or regularly to see if they stand a chance to be around each other. Courtship is like a promise to make a commitment to marriage. Dating does not account for readiness of marriage with no long-term commitment. Okay, so they're quite different in that. Courting preserves sexual contact for marriage only. With dating, sexual intimacy is very common in the modern day dating culture. Courting cultivates a deep sense of emotional closeness between the couple. Dating, a form of courtship, but without the emotional part. But that seems kind of fucking pointless. I mean, not, it is, but it's not, depending on what you're looking for, right? But what kind of healed person goes around looking for a form of courtship with no emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're emotionally healed and actually prepared to be in any kind of relationship with anybody, then you know, you need the emotional part. To deny your emotions in any relationship is not being honest. It's being dishonest. It's lying to yourself. It's lying to the other person when you leave emotions out of it. Because emotions are a part of our human makeup, right? Okay. Courting. Accountability of parents or mentors under the protection of God or some institution or whatever. I added some institution. It's like going on date nights with groups of friends and stuff. And, you know, being accountable instead of just running off by yourselves and nobody can see what you're truly doing, which is like leaves room for all kinds of temptation and just go fuck, you know. There's little or no accountability with family in a dating relationship. There's little or no accountability with family in a dating relationship. Okay. Courting versus dating, what is the difference? Here's another one. Courting. Parents must give a guy or a partner or a prospect, whatever you want to call them, since we are gender neutral, friendly, whatever. And I don't mean that flippantly. I just, that's just the way I talk, okay? So, but I did change it because it only says guy here. So I'm changing it to, you know, whatever kind of partner is pursuing you, parents must give that person their permission and blessing to court their daughter or son. I would think son. I want to protect my boys just as much as I would want to protect my daughter, because these hoes be out here. I don't want my sons dating someone like their dad's mother. That would be horrific. Like, no, you need a healed person who's okay to stand on their own without being codependent and psychotic and toxic with others. You know, I want good things for my children. With dating, there's no permission needed for dating. In courting, man or partner approaches the lady in courting. With dating, anyone can approach the other in dating. So dating is more open. Sounds like. Which is kind of opposite of what I've like seen on Bridgerton, right? The ultimate goal of courting is marriage. With dating, there's no expectation of engagement or marriage in dating. With courting, there's no physical intimacy in courtship. Dating, discovering sexual compatibility before marriage allowed in dating. With courting, only one partner at a time during courtship. Dating is dating multiple people at a time, not unusual. Courtship lasts up to 1 year before marriage. No timeline for dating. Wow, so like, it's a good thing I kind of looked at these. Wow. Okay, so courting is romantically involved with someone with the intention of marrying. Dating is casually getting to know a person or persons you may eventually have a romantic relationship with. Courting ends up in marriage. Dating may or may not end up in marriage. Courting involves parental approval and supervision. Dating does not involve parental approval or supervision. Courting does not involve sexual intimacy. Dating may involve sexual intimacy. With courting, it's serious and involves deep emotions. Dating can be casual and may not involve any deep emotions. Wow, okay. So there's a lot on that, and I'm glad I looked it up before I started talking about it, because I felt like I needed to do more research before I came on and did a video about this. So first of all, I think it's important that we do our research, obviously. And, just more than looking at the images on Google and reading the little quick fact things, I would read several articles on it, and I probably will now. Because, it's not the same as what it's kind of portrayed in Bridgerton. Before reading that, I would have said, I'm ready to be courted. Now it's just dating is a part of courting, but at what part does the dating become courting? Because of the permissions and the sexual and emotional differences. I would go on a date with somebody to see if I wanted to be in a courting relationship with them. Makes sense? I would, most of the time I just read people's energy and I know. That's what it is with me. Is and sometimes people portray a false energy and they try to play energy games with me. And that's manipulative, that's ugly, it's not cool, and it doesn't take me long. I immediately know, and then I'm just I'll sit back and watch you for a minute just to see what you're really gonna do. Are you gonna play games or what? You gonna try to fuck with my energy and get me all spellbound and shit? And that's why I have closed myself off so much, is because I've experienced people casting spells on me, pretending to be high vibrational and high energy when in fact they ain't nothing but a bunch of hurt people trying to suck off my energy because they see that I'm a healer. So go heal thyself, motherfucker. I ain't the one. Is what it is. Yeah. So yeah. Don't come to me to soften my healing energy off just so you can hurt me or hurt other people. Go fuck yourself on that. Really. Go fucking heal yourself. Go do something. If I can read books about it, if I can do research about it and heal myself about it, then so can you. I'm not, there are differences, but I'm not that different. If I can do it, you can do it. It's that easy. People just be goddamn lazy and don't want to fucking do it. And they just want to come tap on me and my energy and not change anything that they're doing or thinking about their lives or themselves. And I'm just not into that. So it's before I would court somebody, I would most definitely need, a few dates or something.
You know, something to recognize the energy. Okay, is this my soulmate? Is this my twin flame? Is this, you know, somebody I've been with in a past life? Is this, what is this spirit? You know, give me a little bit to go on and make a decision. Like, most of the time I know. It's like, even with soulmates, I know. It's like, oh, we're soulmates, but I know I'm not going to end up marrying this person. I can't see myself spending the rest of my life with this person. Just this season. You know, and so, like, that's the way my life has been. That's been my experience personally. Your experience may be different, and hey, that's okay. You know, we don't have to have the same experiences. You know, everybody got different paths to love, and some people have their karma and their own stuff and all that fun stuff. So there's lots of variables with it. Oh. But yeah, like, I don't think that my expectations, I don't know, I've been getting readings lately, so my expectations are quite high, but like, I want a vibrational match. What I do know I want, right? It's important to know what you want. First of all, it's important to know who the fuck you are. And then it's important to know what you want and what you need. And those are two similar but different things as well, kind of like courting and dating. There's your wants and then there's your needs. And you want both to be fulfilled, of course. Why not? If the universe is that abundant, if there's this many people in the world, then why can't you have your cake and eat it too? Right? That's my take on it. Like, I don't think I'm being too much to ask for somebody that is a vibrational match to me, somebody who complements what I do, who is a complement to my person, my spirit, my being. You know, like, I want somebody I can walk alongside with, and not somebody that I had to be looking back. Come on, honey, come on, like a kid. Okay, I'm a teacher, but I don't want to spend my entire energy of the relationship teaching somebody that's way back yonder. I want somebody that has taught themselves and learned from others, that's right up here with me, to walk with me. See what I'm saying? Because, man, I've always been the leader. That's traditionally what I'm used to doing. That's the mirror. That's the model that my parents had. Mom was the one who held shit together. Mom was the mature one. Mom was the one that made sure we have food on the table and clothes and the bills paid and everything going on. My mom was the one who did all that. My dad, like, couldn't get his shit together. And God bless him, that was, you know, a big deal with him. He was very ashamed of that, and it brought a lot of shame and stuff into his life. Like, I read it in his psych records, you know, what records I could find after he passed and stuff. Like, he had some VA records, you know, that the shrink wrote in the notes, you know, he's very ashamed that he's not able to do normal things and provide for his family and be the family man. Well, you know what? That's like the old school dynamic. At the same time, you know, the man's supposed to provide, the man's supposed to do this, that, and protect and provide and rah, rah, rah. And a woman's supposed to be allowed to man the home front, which is a hell of a job. You know, don't let nobody ever discount you if you are a homemaker. Because they most likely don't have the capability of doing all the jobs that you do for fucking free, dude. Just saying. Is what it is. So yeah, like, there's a lot of stigma around that. So non-traditional relationships would almost be an equal partnership. An equal partnership. Oh my lord. My little brother must be trying to come through.
You know, well, I mean, I am talking about Dad. That was his middle name. Yeah, an equal partnership. Where you walk together. You both carry what you're doing. You both bring something to the table. You both have your own I'm thinking the word is autonomous, not for sure, lives, but yet you blend them together in interdependence. Not necessarily independence where you're just like two separates doing a thing. You want to be interdependent. Like where you can both stand alone, but you choose to walk together. You know? That makes sense to me. That's healthy to me, in my point of view. So, you know, and that's something else too. Like men we've been brought up with these traditional roles and stuff for women and men and mothers and dads and families and stuff, and it's fucked up. It's not natural. So, you know, find out, read it, study it out, figure out what works for you, what kind of dynamic you want for your family or your relationship, you know, and what do you want to pass on to your next generation? Do you want to keep repeating the same mistakes your parents and your grandparents and their parents made? No. Do you want to keep believing the shit that held them back? No. Do you want to keep believing the shit that put them in shame and therefore debilitated them from doing the right thing? No. It's stuff that needs to be healed. Is our view of relationships and marital and familial relationships. You know, and across different cultures, it's a little bit different and varying, but at the same time, there's like an underlying baseline. You know, it's supposed to be this way. Well, if it's supposed to be this way, then why ain't the men doing all the work, and why is the women's running the house, working a job, and taking care of the kids, and being soccer mom and all this? Why are they doing all this work when all the man has to do is go to work at a job and come home? Don't make no damn sense. Look who's carrying all the fucking weight. And then you wonder why a woman goes the fuck off. You wonder why she's tired, why she don't want to fucking fuck you, or have sex with you, or make love to you anymore. And you just expect, oh, this is what society say you supposed to do. This what God say you supposed to do. God never said that shit. Some fucking man came up with that shit. Some patriarchal son of a bitch came up with that shit and poisoned the whole fucking world with it. And Jesus don't have nothing to do with it. First and foremost, Jesus don't have nothing to do with it. He was about the equality in the relationship. He was about walking with a woman, having her by his side. He wasn't about putting her down as property. He said take care of the women and the children, not demote them and degrade them and molest them. The world has become a shit show. An entire shit show. Because of the things that people have drummed up and written down and claimed it as something that Jesus would have promoted. Do your fucking research. And I don't even care. Like, that's if you come from a Christian background or any other background. Do your research on what you believe and what your gods and goddesses promote and what they're about. Really study them. Because, like, I'm starting to study the ones that I grew up with, and I'm telling you, they're not who they said they were. They're not who other people said they are. Like, something's missing here. Like, you know, like, if God is love,
then how does this God that is called vengeance and wrathful, the anger of God, be scared of it? Only worship one God. I'm the one true God, and thou shalt only worship me. Like, where did this dude come from? The imaginations of people? Did he create himself? What happened here? Like, I'm really wondering how a God that can say that they are the vibration and the epitome of unconditional love can tell people to go into a land, annihilate it, kill off all the men, women, and children, and take that land for themselves, destroy all their culture, and take it over. That sounds that sounds like some white colonization shit to me. I'm just saying, that sounds like the Russians invading Ukraine right now. It's evil at its finest, and it ain't got a goddamn thing to do with love. If you look up what love is, unconditional love is, it is none of those things. So how could that be God if God is love? And you see what I'm saying? Some ain't adding up. But you just let somebody tell you what God is and who God is and what love is. No. Do the research for yourself, honey. Just do that research yourself. It'll change, because when you do that, it's definitely going to affect the way you court, the way you date, the way you look at relationships. It's going to change everything. Especially if you figure out, oh, what I once believed was a whole lie. You know? Be bold. Ask the Spirit. Ask what you felt, what you feel is God, to reveal itself to you and to show you who it is by experience, by personal experiences. And chuck out everything that you've ever been told by anybody else about who or what God is. That's if you need a God or want a God. I don't know. There's also the part where you understand that looking outside yourself for all this extra power and stuff is like, the power's within you. That's what the church don't want you to know. That's what Jesus was teaching people. He's like, you got the power. And the church was like, oh no. We're not going to have people funding us anymore. We're not going to be able to sit on our asses and judge people and tell them what the fuck to do. And have our lands and food and everything paid for if people understand that they have the power to do all these things, that they are connected to God, that they've never been separated from God. So just, you want to check and make sure what you believe and what your other people believe is compatible, first of all. I'm coming up on 30 minutes, so this is going to evidently be a part 1. Because I kind of, I got off on a rabbit trail with that. But it's a rabbit trail that's part of the main trail, though. Like, that's something like, if you're not compatible with what you believe, it is fucking hell to be in a relationship. Do you understand me? It is fucking hell to be in a relationship with somebody who discounts everything you believe in, everything you've experienced, and says it's not real. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody like that. I mean, I've had people fake, oh, I found the Lord, I found Jesus, because they want to be in a relationship with me. Bitch, you ain't found shit. You ain't found shit. Just another part of your damn ego. Like, get the fuck out of here with that mess. Like, oh, I found Jesus now. I'm trying to be in a relationship with you now. No, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to hear it no more from anybody, ever. Like, if you don't come talking to me about stuff that resounds with my heart, like, no, it's a no-go. No. If we can't have discussions where you're not trying to strip me of what I believe,
and what I have experienced, you know, if that's the kind of conversation you want to have to break me down to where I don't know who I am anymore so that you can just ragdoll me around, you got me fucked all the way up. I've had enough of that fucking shit in my life. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have had enough of that shit too. Do not yoke, you know, there's parts of, don't unequally yoke yourself with somebody that does not believe what you believe. I don't care if, you know, you need to have similar beliefs. You need to have the same kind of beliefs. You need to have the same kind of experiences with God before you come together with somebody. Otherwise, you're going to be fucking miserable trying to teach this person, trying to pray for this person. God help this person. God help this person. Fix them, God, please. God's like, did I tell you to do that? No, but it felt right. The energy was there. Did I tell you to do that? No. No, you didn't. Then why are you still there? Move along. Unyoke yourself. Stop playing games with people who are playing games with you. Stop playing games with forces that are trying to keep you from your destiny. And I'm not just speaking from the perspective of a woman. I've seen women do it to guys too. I've seen gay people do it to gay people. I've seen lesbians do it to lesbian people. Like, this is across the board, y'all. There is no discrimination on this. There's no, oh, blah, 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 it only applies to that. No, hell no. It's everywhere. It's everything. And, no. So I need to know what people believe. You know? I'll give away tidbits, and if you want to have a discussion, you know, because, like, I'll be paranoid. Like, I'm not going to divulge everything I believe on these videos. Are you serious? I'm going to give you breadcrumbs and point you to, like, go Google and go research and make sure your sources are credible and make sure it lines up with your own spirit. You know, we all got different paths to God. I just had a friend tell me, like, I know how you feel about the patriarchy and the religions of, like, Catholicism and stuff, but I wanted to tell you that I've been studying it and I'm getting ready to take my confirmation. I'm fixing to do my confirmation. And I'm like, because this person has studied a lot of different religions and stuff. And I'm like, that's fine. That's wonderful, you know. I'm going to limit what I say. I'm going to be respectful in what I say and don't say, because she already knows how I feel about it. There's no need for me to reiterate anything. But I'm going to give her that space to feel safe and respectful. And I'm like, let me know what you find out, because I've never studied Catholicism, and I do understand that there are certain sects of Catholicism that actually protect the things that I believe, and they don't run with the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? They don't run with some of this stuff. There's special sects and divisions of it. I mean, I told her, you know, if that's the path that you're supposed to take, then I honor the path that you're on. Whatever you need to satiate your spirit, to fill your spirit, whatever you're finding is true for you, go for that. And I'll be happy to learn along with you. Whatever you learn about it, let me know, because I've never studied it. I know what I feel. It's not that I've never studied it. It's like I haven't, like, intricately, like, looked at all the precepts and rules and all the weird rituals and stuff like that. I've never looked at all that. I've seen enough to know what I feel and what I know about it. But at the same time, I like to know about it more. The more I know something, you know, And, you know, to me, I don't know anything, but I know Jesus. I don't know about this Christianity. I don't know about this Catholicism, but I know Jesus. And at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, that's what I know.
That's me personally.
And I study. So I study about it. We've got the unvarnished New Testament.
It's about Jesus and the first church.
The first disciples and stuff. We have the Gnostic Gospels. The books that were taken out of the King James Bible and other Bibles that we were given. We have the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus the Christ. This has been this is like the missing years. This book is about the missing years. Like, everybody be wondering, well, like, what was Jesus doing until he was from the time he was 12 till he was 33? What was he doing? It's in here. And then, of course, we have the Magdalene Mysteries, which has a lot to do with Jesus and his equal partner, Mary Magdalene. And so that's what I study. I study my Jesus. I want to know who this is, what he's about, what people, I want to know what the records say about him. Like, not just what the edited version says. I want the whole story. And the more I ask for this wisdom and knowledge, the more I get it. 36. Okay, I'm going to stop this video here. And I'm going to start part 2.